to be able to live in this city and not be afraid of being overtaxed.
The cost of water is going up in San Diego. This after the city council voted 5-3 to approve a series of rate hikes despite strong objections from the public. Hello and thank you so much for joining us on CBS 8 Plus. I'm Heather Myers. Here at CBS 8, we are working for you, getting to the bottom of some of the problems that you've asked about, and we are looking for solutions. The city council vote means water rates will go up nearly 20% over the next 16 months, affecting more than 1 million San Diegans. CBS 8 looked into exactly how that will be broken down. The first increase happens this December, and that will be 5%. Prices will go up again next July, that time by 5.2%. Then the final increase of nearly 9% will go into effect in January of 2025. When all is said and done, the average single home will go from paying about $81 a month to over $93 a month. During public comment at the city council meeting, not one person agreed with the hike.
Everything is going up right now. Lights, gas, rent, and food. You know what's not going up? My paycheck. That's why I sometimes don't have enough to eat, to wash my clothes.
Supporters of the increase say it is needed to cover the rising cost of imported water, pay for water projects, and go towards infrastructure funding. Commenters weren't the only ones opposed to the rate hike. Members of the city council, some of them were against the idea. In fact, one council member said the department still needs to address ongoing billing problems first. CBS 8's Regina Ureta is working for you and spoke to more people upset about the hike who say they were already struggling to pay their bills.
Water bills in San Diego will be getting more expensive.
Vote on the matter before us today.
The city council voted in favor of raising water rates by nearly 20% over 16 months, a decision that many people expressed their frustration at Tuesday's meeting.
I want to hold them accountable. Do your job.
The rate increases will come in 3 parts: a 5% hike on December 1st, a 5.2% increase next July, and an 8.7% jump in January of 2025. For the average single-family homeowner, that's an increase of about $12 per month. The decision comes at the same time that the San Diego Public Utilities Department has come under fire for not notifying customers whose bills were under investigation.
Over $3,000.
We've covered several stories of people being charged with thousands of dollars, an issue that has not been resolved since 2018. The Public Utilities Department announced they're dealing with staffing issues and an outdated system. The water rate increase could help improve that.
There's a lot of frustration about customer service.
I asked council member Joe LaCava why he supports raising water rates. He says it's because deteriorating pipes need to be replaced, as well as help fund things like San Diego's Pure Water Project, which will use recycled water to bring in half of the city's water by 2035.
We heard a lot of complaints about the fact that because the dam at Lake Hodges is not in good structural shape, that we couldn't save a lot of that water that we got through this last storm.
However, council member Marnie Van Wilpert voted against it. She says the Public Utilities Department should resolve a series of communication issues first.
Residents shouldn't get surprise bills from the water department, and when they do, they should be able to get someone on the phone. And I've been asking the water department for months.
Some customers have also expressed frustration with customer service. They hope issues get resolved before the next increase to their bill. Regina Ureta, CBS 8.
Well, the San Diego Public Utilities Department is expected to meet with the city council again before the rates go up in December. They will be discussing all 3 rate hikes and how the money will be spent. CBS 8 continues to work for you, taking a closer look at the San Diego City Council's rate hike decision, especially after our investigation showed billing problems continue to plague the Public Utilities Department. During public comment, people voiced their frustrations, and some even cited the billing issues that CBS 8 uncovered as the reason that the City Council should have voted no. Here's some of what was said during public comment and by council members.
I can't get anybody to return my call, okay? And it's been 4 billing periods. I get a $1,000 bill, and then I don't hear from them for 3 more billings. Something's wrong here.
Why am I chasing down my water bill from the city? I'm just trying to pay you. And I just, I keep getting these, and I don't understand what we have to do to fix it.
One household whose residents are blind and deaf, and on a fixed income, were hit with a $4,000 bill. Another household was hit with a $16,000 bill.
That last council member you heard from, that's Vivian Moreno. She referenced two of CBS 8's Working for You stories, the first being Carmen and Juan Ises. Now, Carmen is deaf and her husband is blind and deaf. We spoke with them 2 weeks ago at their home in La Presa. Then there's this couple, Rick and his wife, Eva Graham. They shared their story with CBS 8 last month about their $16,000 water bill from their home in Santa Luz. This has been an issue we've been covering extensively for months, and these billing problems are affecting a lot of you. During our investigation, we've reported that 28,000 water customers have had their water bills placed on hold. This means they could potentially end up getting one of these massive surprise bills. Well, now we have learned from the Public Utilities Department that that number is actually higher.
Can you confirm that we now have over 30,000 water bills on hold at this point in PUD?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 30,000 bills that PUD has that could end up surprising a customer, like we had some of the folks come in here.
I couldn't look at my constituents and say, we're going to raise your bill 20%. Meanwhile, we have a disastrous situation in the customer service department. I think this is something that should have been fixed before we raise rates, and so that's why I voted no.
But again, 5 other council members did vote yes, and therefore the rate hike passed. We did hear from the Public Utilities Department director who said customer service call wait times are getting better. However, council member Marnie Von Wilpert said a staff member of hers tried calling right before the city council meeting earlier this week and was placed on hold for an hour and 17 minutes. So as for those water billing problems, the Public Utilities Department says a fix is coming. An audit committee has already met. They say customers could get notifications that the department is withholding bills potentially within the next week.
We've seen a number of high-profile news reports showing customers who received bills as high as $16,000. Do you anticipate being able to fulfill this recommendation by November, as indicated in the report?
Yes, we actually anticipate having that by the end of this month, if not by the end of this week.
So you heard it there. CBS 8 will continue working for you and will follow this story to make sure that these fixes are put into place. So stand by for that. Remember, if you have had any surprise water bills after months of no billing, we want to hear about it. And as always, if there is something that you would like us to look into, just email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. Thank you so much for joining us right here on CBS 8 Plus. We'll see you next time.